Our low tonight, -4.
Right now in downtown Toronto, it's -1. Feels like -4 with the wind and partly cloudy. 680 news time, 9:33.
Liberal leadership hopefuls, are set to square off tomorrow for the first of two debates this week. The first will be in French, and an English debate is set for the following day, Tuesday. Liberal strategist Caroline Varian says if Mark Carney is the presumed frontrunner, he's expected to play things the safest.
Carney really only has things to lose from the debate. So if I'm the Carney team, I'm preparing to put in a debate performance that doesn't necessarily make headlines, but that gets me through it without taking any body blows.
McGill political science professor Danielle Ballon says people will be listening very carefully to not just what he says, but how well he says it. Ballon says Carney's performance will be an indicator to how well he performs in the French debate against Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre and Bloc Québécois leaders Yves François Blanchet. Both strong debaters. A new party leader will be elected in just 2 weeks.
And Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is expected to be in Ukraine tomorrow as the country marks the third anniversary of the Russian invasion.
This is Justin Trudeau's third visit to the embattled country, and it'll be his last as Prime Minister. He'll be replaced as Liberal leader early next month. Trudeau will attend a security summit organized by Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky, which will involve other world leaders and European commissioners, some attending in person and others virtually. Zelensky announced the summit earlier this month, saying the meeting will be to discuss peace, security guarantees, and the future of collective security. Bill Graveland, The Canadian Press, Kyiv.
680 news time, 9:34.
Ontario votes 2025.
It's the last weekend of campaigning in the provincial election, with just 4 days to go until Ontario chooses its next premier. PC leader Doug Ford back in Northern Ontario today, visiting Sault Ste. Marie. He's expected to release the party's full-costed platform tomorrow, becoming the last major party to do so. The Liberals and NDP released their platforms last Friday. The Greens were the first party to release theirs back on February 12th. NDP leader Mard Stiles was in Ottawa today, with stops in Peterborough and Bowmanville also planned. Liberal leader Bonnie Crombie focusing on Ottawa as well after a morning stop in Kingston. Green Party leader Mike Schreiner in Elora with a local candidate. Even though advance voting is over, you can still cast an early ballot at your local election office until 6 Wednesday evening. The provincial election is Thursday, February 27th.
You're listening to All News Radio, 680 News Radio Toronto at 9:35. In Scarborough, one person has been taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries following a stabbing near Scarborough Town Centre at around 6:15 this evening. Toronto police are searching for a suspect they say fled on foot. They have not released a description. There are road closures in that area for that investigation.
You're listening to All News Radio. The Vatican has provided an update on Pope Francis's health today after experiencing some respiratory issues over the last week.
The Vatican says Pope Francis is in critical condition after suffering a severe respiratory crisis related to his asthma. At Sunday Mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York, Cardinal Timothy Dolan prayed for him.
Our Holy Father, Pope Francis, is in very, very fragile health and probably close to death. As we pray with and for him,
And the Archbishop of New York says,
in a world that seems driven for money and accumulation, he urges simplicity in life and savors the company of the poor.
outside the Pope's hospital in Rome, the faithful are also praying. The Vatican says the 88-year-old is still receiving high flows of oxygen from that prolonged asthmatic crisis and blood transfusions. I'm Julie Walker.
And every week during Sunday Mass, Toronto's Catholics pray for the Pope. But this week, the nature of those prayers has changed as news of his ailing health spreads. The city's David Zero with more.
waiting like the rest of the world to see how things progress. We're hoping for the best and praying for the best, but obviously prepared to, then whatever God's will is, it will unfold as it should.
The First City News, I'm David Zura.
A big night for the Raptors as they take care of business against the Phoenix Suns. Katie's Randolph Fairbairn has the story.
The Toronto Raptors took on the Phoenix Suns, looking to avoid a third straight loss. A fairly quiet first quarter with the Raptors leading at the end of one, 29-25. The second quarter saw the Raptors open things up, and they stretched their lead to 15 points at halftime, leading 67-52. A push from the Suns in the third quarter would get them close. At the end of three, they would be within six. 88-82 Raptors, but that would be it for the Suns. The Raptors would outscore them by 12 in the fourth quarter. They win at 127-109. R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley with 23 points. Next up, Raptors will face the Boston Celtics at Scotiabank Arena on Tuesday with a tip-off at 7 o'clock. From the Sports Center, I'm Randolph Fairbairn.
And Hollywood is rolling out the red carpet once again, this time for the 31st annual Screen Actors Guild Awards. These awards could give the public a bit of a preview for what's to come for the Oscars. The show is now streaming live on Netflix. Some of the winners tonight include Kieran Culkin for the drama Jolene, and for Hacks, and Shogun has already collected 2 awards tonight in the Outstanding Performance by a Female and Male Actor in a Drama Series. Kristen Bell is hosting the awards tonight. She kicks off the ceremony by paying tribute to the LA wildfire firefighters. Keep it locked with 680 News Radio as we follow all of your entertainment updates. Your gas prices coming up next.
680 News Time, 9:39. Stop sitting on your Aeroplan points and get big savings so you can be somewhere you actually want to be, like on a beach. Right now, you can save up to 25% in Aeroplan points when you book a trip to one of 180-plus Air Canada destinations worldwide. So stop sitting on your next trip and start saving on one. Don't miss out. Your chance to save in points ends February 23rd. Book at aircanada.com. Conditions apply.
Another News Radio Toronto gas price update. Enbro predicts the price won't change at midnight, holding at $1.53.9 a liter at most GTA stations. Your traffic and weather coming up next.
Il Polo World Tour 2025. April 4th. Second delay Saturday, April 5th. OMG Stage at Ballview Casino. The incredible voices you know. A night you will never forget. A night full of favorites. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Don't miss Il Polo World Tour 2025. 7 years of Doug Ford have cost you. Since 2018, the average rent for an apartment in Toronto has gone up by 35%. And what did Doug Ford do when he became premier? He gutted rent control. He's put wealthy insiders ahead of the rest of us every time. And his bad deals and wasteful scandals have made life harder. Time and again, he just hasn't delivered. Doug Ford isn't on your side. In this election, we need new leadership and new ideas. Paul Brosnan, the CFO for the Ontario NDP.
City News Time, 9:41. Time now for Rogers Xfinity Internet traffic and weather. Together on the ones, here's Asher Ross.
And this report is brought to you by Honda. So still have a problem on the Toronto-bound QEW at the 403-407. The right lane's blocked because of a collision right before you head around the bend to go east towards Burlington. So it is a slow go from approach Plains Fairview to just beyond it. Problems have cleared on the southbound 427 south of Dundas. And also problems have cleared on the westbound QEW approaching Appleby line. You'll still find a couple of ramp closures in the Hamilton area on the westbound 403. The ramps to eastbound Main and to Highway 6 South are both closed for some maintenance work. It's heavy on the westbound Gardner from approaching Spadina to approaching Jameson. Looks like it's just the long-term construction to blame, but if there's something else happening, let us know at star 680. Still have a stalled vehicle on the eastbound 401 at Winston Churchill. The right lane is blocked there. And in case you missed it, problems have cleared on the southbound 400 ramp to the eastbound 401. Up your game. Lisa Hybrid CRV from 2.49% up to 24 months. Visit HondaOntario.com. With the forecast, here is Denise Andriachi.
Mostly cloudy conditions this evening, an overnight low near -4. We're finally back to seasonal, and temperatures will push up to about +3 for Monday afternoon.
sunny breaks tomorrow. There is a chance of showers, and then we're cloudy and mild for Tuesday, near 4 degrees. We could see a few showers late morning and early afternoon, but then we'll clear out. And any active weather over Monday, Tuesday looks to be very minimal and non-impactful. But with these milder temperatures, we are expecting some melting. Our low tonight, -4. Right now downtown, +1 under a partly cloudy sky, and over at Pearson Airport, similar conditions at -1. 680 news time, 9:43. Statistics Canada will release its latest reading on the Canadian economy this week. Its preliminary estimate for the GDP in December pointed to an increase of 0.2%. That suggests an annualized growth rate of 1.8% in the fourth quarter of last year. Income factor StatsCan reported the economy shrank 0.2% in November. Coming up in 60 seconds, your top headlines and a check of sports.
As headmaster of St. Andrews College in Aurora, I'm often asked by parents why our school is right for their son.
The second you enter, you know you're in front of something truly amazing. There are tons of arts and extracurricular activities.
71 teams, 21 sports. There are so many opportunities to become a leader. 100% of our students are accepted to university.
The teachers sincerely care. They push you to do your best.
And I have Brothers for Life.
Experience for yourself what a St. Andrews College day or boarding program can offer your son. Join us for our open house on February 25th. Details at sat.on.ca.
Behind every drop of water in Toronto, there's a story of unseen heroes and their unwavering commitment to public health. QP Local 416 members oversee the treatment and distribution of over 1.5 billion liters of water each day. Join us in recognizing the essential services our heroes in Toronto Water for generations have delivered daily and help preserve access to safe, clean, abundant water for all. Learn more at local416.ca/waterforall. The more you listen, the more you'll know. 680 News Radio.
Right now downtown, +1 with a partly cloudy sky. Good evening. I'm Nancy Pozo. Here are the top stories this hour. In Scarborough, one person has been taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries following a stabbing at a bus stop near Scarborough Town Centre tonight. Toronto police are now searching for an outstanding suspect. Federal Liberal candidates are getting ready for 2 straight days of debating in French, then in English. The first of the 2 debates kicks off tomorrow in Montreal at 7 p.m. That will be in French, and then another debate will take place the following day in English. And Toronto Pearson Airport says operations have returned to normal a week after a Delta plane crashed into a runway last week, causing flight suspensions and delays. And now time for sports from Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Here's Randolph Fairbairn.
Andy, the Maple Leafs in Chicago taking on the Blackhawks. The power play goal late in the first for Teuvo Teravainen gave Chicago a 1-0 lead. Much different story from then on out. Second period, Nick Robertson, 2 goals. Jake McCabe with another. 2 more in the third, including an empty netter. 5-2 Leafs the final. They'll be in Boston on Tuesday to play the Bruins. Drop of the puck at 7. Finals from the league. The Washington Capitals, behind a hat trick from Alexander Ovechkin, beat the Oilers 7-3. Number 8 now at 882. Just 13 goals from breaking Wayne Gretzky's all-time mark. Rangers beat the Penguins 5-3. St. Louis 3-1 over the Avalanche. Marlies hosted the Manitoba Moose. Manitoba wins at 2-1 in overtime. PWHL, Scepters beat the Frost 2-1 in Minnesota. Jesse Compher, the game winner, and an assist. MLB, Blue Jays and Red Sox. Jays in their second spring training game. 6 runs in the top of the ninth. They win at 8-7. Moved to 2-0 in spring training. Next up, Jays will face the Detroit Tigers tomorrow at 1:05. Curling, Scotty's Tournament of Hearts in Thunder Bay. Manitoba and Carrie Anderson took on Rachel Holman and Team Canada for the gold medal. Another win for Team Canada. 1 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th. They win at 6-1 to win the gold. NBA, Raptors hosting the Phoenix Suns, looking to avoid a 3rd straight loss. They did just that, 127-109. Raptors win it. RJ Barrett, 23 points. Finals from the league, Boston 118, Knicks 105. Golden State Warriors win their 3rd straight and 5th in their last 6, beating the Mavericks 126-102. Steph Curry with 30. Sports to 15 and 45 past every hour, or anytime at sportsnet.ca.
When you're working at a Planet Fitness, it's a judgment-free zone, so you can really step up your workout. That's why we've got Trello. And our team members are here to help, so you can be carefree with the free weights. There are also balance balls, bikes, cables, kettlebells, and TRX equipment, but no pressure.
Get started at Planet Fitness for $1 down and then $15
$10 a month. Offer expires February 28th. $49 annual fee applies. See Home Club for details.
If you already have City TV Plus, brilliant move. Because City TV Plus just added premium channels like HGTV, Food Network, Discovery, and more. The shows you know and love, plus a whole lot more. Like Celebrity IOU, Meet Bobby Flay, Hometown, Gold Rush, and so much more. Along with all your other favorites from City TV, FX, and Bravo. All in one place. If you don't have City TV Plus yet, what are you waiting for? Nothing else. That's right. City TV Plus.
680 News Time, 9:48. Now time for the Automotive Report. Here's 680's Automotive Specialist, Tim Demopoulos.
The 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz compact pickup combines the comfort and maneuverability of a car with real truck utility. Powered by a turbo 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine delivering 281 horsepower, it features an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission and standard all-wheel drive. Despite its small size, the Santa Cruz offers remarkable towing capacity of up to 5,000 pounds and a max payload of 1,500 pounds. Its 4-foot cargo bed includes a retractable tonneau cover and underfloor storage for enhanced versatility. A large digital instrument cluster, multi-terrain and drive modes, along with standard safety features like forward collision and rear cross-traffic collision avoidance, round out the tech offerings. Pricing starts at just under $42,000. With the Automotive Report, I'm Tim Demopoulos.
680 News Time, 9:49. In Germany, Chancellor Olaf Scholz has conceded after losing the election to the country's Conservative Party.
German opposition leader Friedrich Merz has claimed victory in Sunday's election for German Chancellor, and incumbent Olaf Scholz has conceded defeat for his center-left Social Democrats, calling the loss a bitter election result. Voting happened 7 months earlier than originally planned, after Scholz's unpopular coalition collapsed in November, 3 years into his term. Meanwhile, the far-right party, Alternative for Germany, nearly doubled its support, much with the strongest showing for a far-right party since World War II. I'm Donna Warner.
Coming up in 60 seconds, your traffic and long-range forecast. 680 News Time, 9:50. So you've logged into your Google account at a cafe in Toronto, but you're actually sitting at home, which is not in Toronto. Luckily, Google proactively notifies you of suspicious logins, so you can confirm if it is or isn't you. Visit safety.google.
Tonight, Donald Trump throwing Canada into chaos.
This is shameful.
And now Trudeau stepping down.
About time.
There is another top Canadian official now taking Trump on tonight. Ontario Premier Doug Ford.
See, that's leadership.
I saw him on CNN or MSNBC last night.
I like that about Ford. He's giving it back.
Hard times are coming. He's going to have some big calls to make soon when it comes to our economy.
Well, he can count on my support, that's for sure.
Mine, too.
A message from the Ontario PC Party. Save up to 50% off at Ecotech Windows and Doors. Pay no tax or don't pay till 2026. Quality and comfort you can trust and afford. EcotechWindows.ca.
680 News Time, 9:51. Time now for Rogers Xfinity Internet traffic and weather. Together on the ones, here's Asher Ross.
This report is brought to you by TSC. So still looking at an issue on the eastbound 401, at Winston Churchill. The right lane is because of a stalled vehicle. The skid is not really causing a delay. MTR on the scene assisting. If you're traveling on the westbound Gardner, it is a slow go out of downtown from approaching Spadina to approaching Jameson. And now that the Maple Leafs game is over, the rush of people headed home from watching the game downtown. I know the game's in Chicago, but a lot of people like to watch it downtown, so it may be a little busy coming out of the downtown core, even busier than it is right now. So just prepare for that. If you're traveling on the Toronto-bound QEW, problems past Plains Fairview have now cleared. Still slow through the area because of the earlier problem. And if you're on the westbound 403, couple of ramp closures because of ongoing maintenance. The ramp to eastbound Main and the ramp to Highway 6 South. Both of those are shut down right now. Boost your skincare routine and save up to 60% at TSC on the Foreo Iris Eye Care Bundle or Luna 4 Go.